Hi, welcome back. If you've come back, and welcome if you're new to the channel. We're going to do a new thing, cosmetics, the cosmetic scoop. So we're going to do several people. So I asked Jack what is like top news right now, what's going on, what's making headlines right now. So we're going to go look into Kim Kardashian, um, apparently about her health, John Bon Jovi, Victoria and David Beckham, and Lily and David Harbour. We're going to just briefly go, you know, well, I say briefly, but you know me by now. If you don't know me, I wing it out a bit longer. So I got me little ghost tarot. So I thought we can do. So we're going to do Kim Kardashian. I don't know if I might chuck some oracle cards out. We will see. So apparently Kim Kardashian reportedly diagnosed with brain aneurysm, a serious health news. So we're going to look into what's going, her present vibe. So what's her present vibe now after being diagnosed? Now, this is all for allegedly entertainment purposes only. I asked my spirit guide and Eric to come to the table to give us some clarity of what's going on, what we do need to know, and I'm not making judgment to anyone. I know a lot of people don't like the Kardashians and stuff like that. That is not my job. I'm here just to do reading. So let's get that straight away. Right. Okay. So, the present energy of Kim right now. So, her present energy. Well, she seems. I'm getting warm. Sorry. It's a good job you can only see so much of me in it. Well, she seems to have a strong foundation here. So, her present energy is hopeful. So, she's feeling hopeful. I mean, is that what she's showing out to the world? What's her thoughts and feelings emotionally? What's her thoughts and feelings emotionally right now? Yeah, she's feeling it. So I think it did feel that. So you're going to see a lot of tabloids with her. Possibly she's not really showing actually how she feels. So she's going to go, everything's fine, I'm fine. But really, within her, she's trying to get, which is natural. You've been diagnosed with something like that, is going to be, it's going to have an impact on you. But outwardly, what she's showing, presenting herself, is completely different to what's going on inside of her. So yeah, this is devastating news for her and her family, and it's taken a toll on her emotionally. Okay. So what is it that she needs to do right now? Her previous action. What does it that she needs to do right now? Retreat. Retreat. She needs to retreat all responsibilities. So I feel like she's going to try and fight this. So she's going to try and push this more and still be out in the public eye. Spirit is saying she needs to retreat, she needs to recover, she needs to sort of adjust to these changes. Any kind of pressure is no good for her right now. Five of Swords is not a good card to have. It is reversed. Okay, so it's like you really need to retreat with this, with this message. Will she though? Will she slow down? Will she slow down? I think she's gonna have to be honest. Hmm. she's she's gonna try her utmost to hide what is going on, and she's gonna like so she's gonna try I think she's gonna try and deny it. She's gonna try and hide the fact of that this is happening to her. Okay, her challenges. And for anyone who's going through a health thing, it takes a long time to really get your head around it. And then you've got to like take a back seat of it, you know? So challenges, they don't fully know the details. So the challenges is this, it's still she hasn't got all the answers given to her of what may or could happen. You know, this is still, this is still, it's still the progress of it. Five of Cups. Yeah, I think it's one of those where you become, didn't, the devastating news is happening. You go into denial and pretend everything is okay. But reality is that she can't, it's going to change her life, it's going to change her quality of life and what she's able to do and stuff. But I think Kim's going to try and fight the fight, to still keep that popularity aspect there. Okay. Is it ego? Maybe. She's got accustomed to how she lives and what she wants to put out to the world, and it can be devastating when you no longer can do the work that you used to do. So I feel like she's gonna feel that, yeah. So this is gonna be a real challenging. The good news is for Kim, for her, is that there's 2 cups remaining. So this tells me that there's other things that she can do that she's not yet seen just yet, that could offer her services. I also see, I don't know if she's in a relationship or but she's got some connections around her that's going to be able to support her through these changes, and it's going to give, it's going to open her heart a little bit more, but that's going to take a bit of time. Okay, so she's got good support. So this is all allegedly entertainment purposes only. So how can Kim harness her power? How can Kim honor her power? Oh, she's got a lot of. Oh, I put this 3 there, so I'm gonna give it. She's got a lot of potential. So she's a master of a lot of things. Yeah. She just needs to see that in herself and take the slow road. She can't live the high road, the high life right now, or continuously. Okay, so we're going to give her a bird of message of hope. I'm going to give her a bird of message of hope. So Spirit, can you give a message for Kim Kardashian? Hawk, wild perception, observation. So think of an eagle's eye and how they can see clearly. She can't right now, but with time, she's going to see that there's something good that's going to come out of an upsetting situation, right? Okay, so I feel like Kim is going to start being a messenger of something. I feel like she's going to advocate her experience and use that as a way to help others who can't be seen or heard, You know, she's in the public eye. So I feel she's going to be advocated. Once she's got her head round it, I feel she's going to be changing in a different direction that's going to be a bit more supportive for other people that suffers with the same condition that she has. Yeah. Mockingbird, communication, humor, and reflection. So once she's done the reflection, she's going to bring a bit of lightness and humor to it, and I feel she's going to come into acceptance of it. We all got to go through this phase, okay? And perceptive abundance and confidence, which then is going to like that she's going to know her ground. So she's, you know, at the moment her ground level is unsettled, although at the moment she's saying I'm fine. No, she's not. No, she's not. So be gentle with her. I know people don't like her. I don't know her personally. I don't follow the aspects of it all, but she's going through some kind of transitions right now. Anyway, I'm going to leave that that one with you. And the next one we're going to do is, if I can get my cards, find my cards, is John Bon Jovi. Now, he's making headlines, an interview about his family becoming a granddad. Congratulations, Bon Jovi. And a new biography about his life. Oh, cool. I hope I'm in it. I went and seen him in Cardiff. And in the football playground, football things in Bristol. So I better be in it, John. So, you know, because I am like, you know, 1 in a million of people that you've probably seen that you haven't seen. I seen his butt. Yes. Very nice butt, by the way. Yeah, I know he's married and happily married, but congratulations of being a granddad. It's so lush to be a grandparent. Much difference and thing. So we're going to look. What does the future hold for his legacy? What does the future hold for his legacy? So what does it hold for his legacy? There you go. So his present. Oh, new developments are happening. New beginnings, new developments. So he's emotionally, he wants to cut ties with something. Would that be his music? I should have bloody done the rhythm and tarot, shouldn't I? Didn't think about it. Never mind. So the 2 of blades. What's he wanting cut ties down with his commitments? He wants to cut ties with some commitments. Yeah, he wants to slow down. Oh. I don't know. Do they? I mean, does he do a lot now? I don't know. I don't know. But yes. So emotionally, the inner emotional things, he wants to cut some ties with his commitments. He doesn't want to rush things now. He wants a bit of more of a quiet life. I can't say I blame the guy, to be honest, because he's worked very hard throughout the years. So the action. Three cups. Well, it's interesting because Jack said, what spiritual lessons is he meant to share as a granddad, and what energy is he putting into his final creative projects? He wants more family time. He wants to spend more time. It's almost like he's saying, I've done my duty. You know, I'm not giving up music totally, but I want the joy, this part of my life, you know, and he feels that his commitment kind of stops him spending that time with the family. He finds that kind of challenging. So, you know, has this change happened since he's had the news of the grandchildren? Like I said, I am a fan, but I wouldn't say like I follow religiously. I'm a bit of a flyby when it comes to, you know, famous people. You know, I didn't really pay much attention. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. This had nothing to do with like him being a grandfather. This is something that he's been wanting for some time. You know, he's like, it's like, it's almost like I've built enough to be able to maintain our lifestyle and stuff. Okay. So I think are we going to see more of John Bon Jovi? Are we going to see more of him in the future? Like a one-off like thing? Yeah, I think he will. I think he's not going to give up completely, but I think he's backtracking on some commitments. But I do believe we're going to have small gestures from Bon Jovi in the future, whether that's bringing in out a single. I wonder if he's going to bring a single out on his own, not with the band. I don't know. Are they still together? I don't know. But I think in the whole, it's more doing it for pleasure than it is like making a career out of it. It's like he's done his foundations here. So his legacy is going to continue. It's still going to be just as popular as it was back in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. It's, you know, we're still, you know, it's an ongoing legacy that is going to still remain with him. We're going to see some pullback. People are going to see some pullback from him if they haven't already. But doesn't mean he doesn't play music, because he still does. But it's very light. Anyway, that's what I'm picking up from John. Good old John. Man with long hair. He cut his hair and all, didn't he? So, you know, all the guys that I sort of like was involved with, they're either bald or they've cut their hair. It's like, what are you doing? You need to keep that forever. Yeah. Well, I suppose it's maturity in it. You know, the rock days. Some keeps it, I suppose, still. Okay, who's next? Who's next on the list? Hang on. Right. Victoria and David Beckham. Now, I have been watching, I watched a couple of her series on Netflix when I'm like doing my creative stuff on the bed, you know, and yeah, I'm listening in, but I'm not listening, if you know what I mean. So she, you know, she's done a new Netflix. So here it says constantly in the news apparently, for their marriage, new projects, and drama surrounding the Coxwell's home and family. Okay, so let's have a look in the marriage. What's going on in the marriage? So what do we need to know? Allegedly, entertainment purposes only. I've got to say this is not factual. Just me reading cards. So what's going on presently with her family, with her marriage? Oh, there's trouble. There's trouble. Victoria is trying to stay in charge and strong in this dynamic. Okay. The moon card for her action to take or need to address. They really need to talk things out. They're not, there's a bit of a dishonesty going on in the relationship. They're not being honest. They're just not really talking properly. Both want control. That's the challenge. They both want control. They're both trying to dominate the relationship, and it's not working. So that's where the fighting back is, because they're both trying to dominate. Okay. So I asked, how can they bring that back in alignment? They need to make some sacrifices. Both of them needs to admit when they're in the wrong. Both of them are not, they're both being douchebags, right? And so this comes with a sacrifice. So they're going to have to sacrifice some of their ego to make this work. Okay, right? They've got enough time of years together to maintain this. So look, there you go. They got enough years to maintain it. So this is just a blip in their relationship and where they are at on a spiritual aspect. Yeah. There's a bit of conflict going on here. Yeah, which is creating deception in the relationship. They got to look out for outside influences. There's someone outside the influences who's causing a bit of a stir and trouble and adding to the pressure of the relationship. Okay. I don't want this is allegedly, could be a third wheel. It could be a third party involved. Oh dear. That's not looking good. Yeah. It could be a counselor. It could be someone trying to get them to talk things out. Let's live in hope, shall we? In that. But I'm not liking that Seven of Swords in that relationship aspect. All right. I'm going to bring out this. So what does Victoria need to let go eagerly? What does she need to let go of in her ego? Recovery, move on and find peace. She needs to let go of something from the past. She's holding on to something, and this is what's stopping the flow. I don't think she's fully forgiven. Maybe this is about the dynamics of the past, and it's still affecting the relationship now. So there's a bit of elements of distrust. It might, for David, what does he, what ego does he need to let go of? She's too uptight. She's too uptight, and that's not helping the flow of the relationship. Warrior, inner strength, clarity, and presence. He needs to let go of his stubbornness. He's being too stubborn. He's acting like a bruised pillock. Should I say? You're acting like a bruised pillock. Look. There's scars there. Oh, woe is me. Get a grip of yourself. Come on, stop acting like a pillock. You're not a victim in this. You're a grown-ass man. Act like one. That's my advice. Okay, to bring the connection together, we're going to do the birds. To bring the connection together. How can we bring the connection together? movement, stillness, perception. They've got to change their attitude and their perception around their relationship. Okay, I know I said third party will, but I'm now beginning to wonder if this is to do with all past relation, and Victoria still hasn't fully forgiven David for that time point. And this is what's causing the dynamics of, like, she's trying to stay control. And I understand it. She's trying to stay in control because she's frightened of getting hurt again. I can relate to that. Can you? Abundance, protection, and teamwork. They got to work as a team. But David's not helping matters because he's playing the woe is me card, which aggravates and irritates. And this is where the energy of the Five of Wands is coming in with the conflict. They're both as bad as one another, to be fair. They both need to sit down and put their heart on the line and admit that admit. Will they? I don't know. But that's the dynamics. I don't see an end. I don't see an end in their relationship. I just see that they're going through some stuff there. So hopefully they'll sort their crap out. Because then they've lasted the test of time. So I'm not here to judge how they, but that's the advice of the cards. Now for their professional, so we looked at the relationship dynamics. What is the energy leaking in their professional? What's the energy leaking in their professional and personal lives? I think we kind of brushed on that. So do we need to do more? You let me know if you want me to touch on their career aspects. Let me know in the comments below, and we can look into that by all means. But I think we're going to move on to Lily Allen and David Harbour. Do you know what? I haven't heard about Lily Allen for a long time. I used to love her, because she was out the same time as Amy Winehouse, wasn't she? And I really did like her music. So apparently Lily Allen's new album lyrics reported details of a breakup of her marriage to David Harbour, cheating allegations. What is it with these people about cheating? If you don't want to be with someone, just go single and play around then. Why? I just don't understand. I don't understand it. I really don't get it. But yeah, that's me. Don't get it. Right. So let's see what Jack has suggested. What is the karmatic lesson in their very public relationship? Broke up? Have they broke up? I don't know. What is the core truth about the transition? So what is, I'm going to say, what is Lily's energy right now? What's Lily's energy right now? Not good. Her emotional well-being. Oh, bless her heart. Action she's taking right now. She's going through a change. Her challenges and her progress. And how she can harness that power. So I'm not seeing this chap in her reading, although I know I asked about it, but this feels like the breakup has already happened. Yeah. So, when we go through like a breakup, we question everything. We feel like we feel very wounded. We feel like, yeah, we feel very vulnerable. So Lily is feeling quite vulnerable right now. Yeah. she's reminiscing about the breakup and the loss that she's had. Okay, the good news, like I've said before, when the Five of Cups comes in, to say there's 2 cups remaining, so I feel like Lily can overcome this. I'm gonna say, like, I always like that, and this is like, I'm not given timestamps, but I'll give it and we'll see, how it comes about. But I feel with Lily is gonna take, maybe 6 to 7, I'm get usually it's like 4 months, but I'm getting 6 to 7 months that she's gonna go through this where you're going to see some erratic behavior happening with her. She's not going to be like on her best form, right? But it's because she's going through some transitional stages, okay? And this is very unsettling for anyone when we're going through a breakup or feeling let down and discouraged about it. She's struggling with letting go right now. Yeah, she knows that is the best policy to have here, but there's still some kind of reluctancy. So she's still going through, we're going through it, to be honest. Maybe that's why she's done the album as a way of, because a lot of people, like Amy for starters, we mentioning Amy, she kind of like expressed her emotions through her music, and I feel like Lily has done pretty much the same thing. I want that, saying that there's suggestions of it wouldn't surprise me, but it's a way of her reflecting. Some people like to journal, some people, you find different outlets, and that's their way. Her anchor phase is that she's not feeling that life is good at the moment. She's just not, she can't anchor herself. She feels very ungrounded at the moment, and she feels her emotions is up around. So we're getting some defense energy vibration from her. So she's feeling a bit like there's anger and feeling bruised and wanting to protect yourself. Now, yourself, when you're wanting to protect yourself, you kind of like your temper is not so great. So she's probably getting like, she's probably how she would normally act when it's not Lily. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm getting. Yeah. But the action is that although this is uncomfortable for her, I feel that 6 7 months she's going to feel a lot better about the situation. But for the moment, so let's look at what the karma lesson is for the public breakup. And when I touched on Jennifer Aniston, when you got your neighbors knowing, and you got your, say members of the family knew he's doing it to you, or she's doing it to you, he or she, it doesn't make no relevance, because there's cheaters in in everything. But you're usually the last person to know, and it's humiliating, and it can create a massive amount of questionable energy and trust, not just by the partner that cheated on you, but by the people that didn't tell you that you trusted. So it's the embarrassment and everything, and it can really have a knock-on effect in all your relationships. So talking from experience. So we can see that, like, so what was for her, the karmatic lesson for the public relationship breakup, as we turn it into a lesson. There was a cycle that needed to end. right? This relationship wasn't going anywhere, okay? Yes, it was secure, so it gave a sense of stability and it felt like it was completed, but really and truly, it came with a lot of sacrifice. It took her power away. It took her power away. Oh, Lily ain't gonna stay single for very long. She's gonna have other opportunities come knocking at her door. You jammy bugger, you. Yes. So this is gonna confuse her. It's like, what? I'm not ready for this. Someone from the past is coming back in to is that the ex coming back? I don't know. But something is fated. Is the King of Cups. I don't know their star signs. This is more of a mature so what energy does this David Harper hold? Ah, it's not him. It's not him. He's a giver. This David Harper, he's a bit of a giver, right? But he confuses things by standoff. So he's like, 1 minute he's full on, the next minute he's aloof, which brings confusion. He holds a lot of things back, secretive. So it's not him. So Lily, if you're watching, you jammy bugger, you. After all this upheaval, I don't see you being single for very long. So I feel like the universe is aligning her into someone else that is more family material. I don't know if Lily's got children, but I'm wondering, because with the Empress card upside down, I'm wondering if he didn't want children. Yeah, I don't know. And she wants, there's an element of, because I've got the King of Cups, this does represent someone with a family oriented thing. So body clock's ticking for Lily, so she says. Although she hasn't said that allegedly through through what I feel. Right, let's get it out right. I am feeling that there's someone else in the making, but it's not going to be till next year. You know, they might be in touch now, but it's fate. It's going to lead some bit of confusion. So I don't know if she's going to end up going backwards a little bit with somebody, okay, that she wasn't in line with when she was younger. I feel like this person was someone she may have dated or had some kind of fling with in the past, but they both wasn't in the right mindset. Allegedly, not guaranteed, right? But that's what the feel I'm getting. Remember, I said 6 and 7 months. So what we're in now, we're going to be in November pretty soon. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So we're talking sort of spring, summertime next year. Well, we'll see. We'll see if my prediction is right there. So yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that as that. Oh, should we give her a bird one? Actually, we're going to give her a healing one. What does Lily need to focus on internally? What does Lily need to focus on internally? I like to do the shadow bit as well as the sunshine bit. We like the fluff, but we like the darkness as well. So, like yin and yang, it needs balance. So internally, oh, that card came out. Prosperity, wealth, contentment, and abundance. She's gonna it's not, I think it's like, it's looking at, we can get, when we go into a real bummer of like form of depression and struggle, we can feel we haven't got anything around us and that we're on our own, etc., etc. They're saying this is about healing that wound of like realizing that there's more to life than just this relationship, and that she's more wealthy. And I'm not talking financially, I'm talking in other aspects, yeah, than she's seeing right now. So that would be, she's gonna see, I feel she's gonna really see things differently next year. I really do. But we, all takes time, doesn't it? So the positiveness message for Lily Allen. Positive message for Lily Allen. And I mean, they're saying break up, but you seen that then, didn't you? It just went sharing health and gluttony. There's the two again. Yeah, she's not going to be on her own for very long. Lucky jammer. I think she's going to get over this, or I don't feel like they're going to reconnect, because he seems aloof to me. He really does seem aloof to me. But anything is possible. I can't, What do you guys think? Did you enjoy this? If you do, give it a like. Put a comment below if you want me to look at, the cosmic scoop of people. Or if, like, the people we spoke about, is there anything else you want me to know, want me to do? If not, I might put this as a monthly scoop of like what's in the stories right now, what's making headlines right now. Anyway, take care, and I want to thank my angels, my guides and stuff, that's helped to today. I am now closing this space, and yeah, take care. I'll see you on the other side. Lots of love.